I'm just checking out this. This is another model. What Jeff Ford sent me, and before we do our yap, I don't know if any of you out there got one of these. It's a little. I'm trying to puzzle out where I can get one. It's a little astronaut thing. I've only got one with it, so that's what's holding me up on the restoration. Really, I've been trying to, I've been looking all over Google and everywhere, like eBay, everything. But the people want so much for these things, and I only want the astronaut. So I'm having to hold fire on it for now. But anyway, that's enough of that. I don't want to keep hearing all that crap. You want to hear some more crap instead, don't you? That's quite a frog in my throat then. Let's get on with this week's video, and it's I'm glad you enjoyed the patrol. No, what was it? Spectrum pursuit vehicle. That's right, not patrol vehicle. That's the red one, isn't it? Glad you enjoyed that one, folks. I have got another one coming up from the same chap, and it's that one there, and that's the MSV, the maximum security vehicle. And all I've had to do with that at the moment is get an aerial and a new door. I've got a new door for it, so we can get on with that one sometime. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'm rattling on again. Anyway, as usual, a quick mention. Following people, like the subscribers, left their kind comments again. Thanks to you all. Adrian Smith, Robert Garrett, Paul Shinnock, Alan Harvey, Michael Manley, Ian Wigmore, Ryan Butler, William De Bruno, Weston Ward, Stephen White, Colin Seymour, Somo Diecast, John Green, Robert Hodgson, and finally Curtis Armstrong. Thank you, all you lot, for leaving such nice words. Appreciate it. That's what makes me carry on. Really, when we get people leaving nice comments, I enjoy doing it more. Like, I'm glad I'm, creating a bit of enjoyment for everybody. Martin Dare says about the Spectrum pursuit vehicle. Nicely done, Bob. Turned out really smart. Camera focus is looking sharp. Thank you. I'm glad I'm getting it right for once. Funny you doing this one. I was in my local range looking for a suitable colour for mine yesterday, so he's got one coming up. I hope your good lady is feeling better now. All the best to you both, Martin. Thank you very much, Martin. Yeah, that colour ain't a bad colour for it, actually. I was quite surprised how that did come out. It was pretty good. Let's get on. Jeff Ford, this is the bloke that sent the, the actual model in. Thanks for the mention, Bob. Really enjoyed this one. That paintwork was spot on. Does help when all the pieces are present. Had to laugh over your fingers and thumbs issues. Those screws are so fiddly. Hope you and your missus are okay. Be safe and well. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, I've got another one of Jeff's. Like I said, that's Jeff's as well. And I'm looking for another astronaut to put in there. So if anybody out there knows where I can get one or got one, don't want it, all of it. If you want to send it in, you're welcome. And then I can get on with that video then and put that one up. But at the moment I can't do it. So this one turns up on eBay, like I said. Mike King, I think the aerials were, it's all about the aerials that when I said, but I can't see the point of folding them down. Well, it's so it would fit into the actual box, so he says. So most probably that's what it is so you can get it in the box easier, and you just fold the aerials down and it goes in a bit easier, I suppose. Must be that then. I don't know. I couldn't think why would you'd want to move them. So that must be the reason then. Because you have got a screw, you can tighten the screw right up on the back when you've got them up, and it'll stop them moving. So probably that's right. David Luby, hi Bob, great video. My dad bought me an SVP and my brother a Shadow 2 back in '72. Love all your videos, especially the Jerry Anderson vehicles. Keep up good work. Thanks a lot. Cheers, David. My Sims Reality. Hubby and I are glad to see you back, Bob. Well, glad to see you watching me being back. And with another top-notch restoration, we truly enjoy listening to you talk. I don't know why. What do you want to listen to me for? I talk a load of crap. My missus don't even like listening to me. That's why it comes out here talking crap to you lot, because you're the only ones that do listen. You have a soothing voice and manner. Well, thanks. Don't ever change that. You and Mrs. Bob stay safe and well. Thanks. a lot. My Sims reality. P.S. Still wondering where Mrs. Bob got her spectacular striped socks. That's because they saw these socks on in the old Christmas roundup, New Year video, whatever I call it, I can't remember now. And she had her striped socks up. I said to you that I think it was Bargain Land or no, what's it called? Bargain Land. What am I talking? Home Bargains. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where she got them, mate. Anyway, let's get on. Brian Fletcher, nice job again, Bob. Glad you have done one of these as I can get on and do mine now. Cheers, mate. See, this is why I do these videos. It's so people like you can see the troubles I had to do it, or not, or you know, maybe it's gone alright, but you can then see what happens. Like, because a lot of people, when they do these things, they're afraid to open them up because they think a load of springs is going to go like that everywhere. Like, but they've done that like that. You know, I mean, sometimes it does, but it's chitty chitty bang bang it does. But you know, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. When you take them apart, you can actually sort of fiddle around with them and see how it actually operates. When you got these little like things that operate inside them, you can actually work out how they work, and then you'll know where to put them back. But I suppose, you know, that's why I do these videos, really, because it helps you lot. If you want to do something like this, if you want to do one, you can see how it's opened up, and then it makes it a lot easier for you then, and then you know what to expect, sort of thing, like, you know. So that's, you know, that's why I don't really take on commission work. I mean, I do get people emailing me, asking me if I can do up this here and that there, but I mean, I ain't got the time for that. I mean, I'd be forever, you know, sort of posting things off to people, and you know, if you get loads of people, like, once you do one, that's it. You know, you're committed. You get other people asking me, and I just don't want all that sort of pressure, really, and it's going to be too much. I mean, the thing is, if they says give me a price, you can't give a price until you actually got it in your hand and see what's wrong with it, and then you've got to order the parts and what it's going to cost to put it back together and all that. But if you send it back and they're not happy with it, you know, I don't want that sort of pressure on me, like they saying, oh bloody hell, you know, you've done this car up for me and I'm not really very pleased with it, and there's a little nick on the back or something, or you know, I mean, you get flaws on everything, but I don't want that sort of hassle, folks. That's why I do the videos, really, just to let you lot be able to do it yourselves and get involved with it, like, you know, try and do it yourselves, because it's not rocket science. I mean, I never knew nothing about this a few years ago. I just tried it out. What started me off, I saw a car on eBay. I don't know what it was, a dinky car, a little blue basic bloody model, really. I don't know if it was original, restored or what now, I can't remember. And it was up to like 80 odd quid, and I thought, oh, I'm going to get in on this. And I started doing them up to sell on eBay, and now I've started collecting the bloody things there. That's the trouble. I am so very many lately, I've been collecting them instead. I did sell an Allnet the other week, that helped me out with a few quid for you know, parts and stuff like that. That's all I sell them for, is just if I got like two of the same or something like that, I'll sell one, and it helps pay for parts and things like that, and keeps the hobby going, like, you know. I don't get much out of it. Where am I? Paul B, nicely done, Bob. This version with the black bumper was one of the last releases. I wonder why they had two different colour bumpers, because some of them's got white bumpers. And like I was on about with the door in the Captain Scarlet, one of the doors comes out and the seat pops down, and that's what I put in this one now. When you saw it in the video the other week, it's got the fixed seat, but now I've actually got the seat through from Flowers, and the actual seat comes down like that and folds down in it, and it's the other one. And the one, yeah, the earlier versions had the white plastic bumper in the actual show. Great piece of work. Thanks very much, Paul. Brian's Diecast Thailand Stovers. Well, it used to be just Brian Stovers, but now it's Diecast Thailand Stovers. Great work, Bob. Looks fantastic. Thanks for the shout out. Well, you got another shout out, Brian. There you go. See, I haven't forgot you, have I? Pop's Reclamation Station. Awesome finish there, Bob. Better colour than the original. Old Captain Scarlet will be a smiling. Later, mate. Pop's Reclamation Station. That's a new subscriber. I haven't seen that one before. Peter Barker, another new one. Well, I don't know. I haven't heard that name before, or you haven't commented. Great job. Love the Jerry Anderson models such as this one, and the UFO ones, and Joe 90. Wouldn't mind having a go at this one myself. Can you get spare parts, such as stickers, missiles? No. See, this is what does my head in, Peter. I'm gonna have a go at you now. Look in the description below. Model supplies, eBay, anything like that. You can get all this stuff. You only got to look on there. Just Google it. That's all I do. If I can't find something, I Google it. I don't write to somebody asking them. Just Google it, mate. I'm not being funny, but I do get a lot of people still asking me where to get rivets and things like that, and it really pains me. It gives me an headache, actually. When all you got to do is look in the description or look on Google and just type in Corgi spares, anything like that, and you'll see a big say Steve Flowers and all that come up. That's what come up mostly. But there's Dinky Club and there's other places as well, Model something else in some other countries. There's all sorts of places you can get stuff. Don't bother me asking me. I've put it in the description and I can't do no more than that. Another lovely restoration by the master. No, I don't know about that. And there's a lot of good restorers out there. Most definitely does look as if it's just come out of the showroom. Great match with the paint too. You had me chuckling when you were trying to put the screws in. It's not only me that has problems with doing that, no. This is crap old Nick from Jersey. Flipping nightmare sometimes, lots of laughs. Anyway, excellent work once again, Bob. And your new camera is very clear. Best wishes to you, Miss Bob. Take care, Nick. Thanks, Nick from Jersey. Crap old Nick, check him out. He's a good restorer. He do some really good stuff. Tony Downing, finally, another great restoration, Bob. And for everyone who likes these entertaining videos, please subscribe. Yes, subscribe. It's free, and we don't want to lose him. He's the best and the funniest. Keep it up, Bob. Thanks a lot, Tony. I don't know about the best, but maybe the funniest, the daftest. I don't know about funniest. The daftest, I'd say, the more daft. But yeah, subscribe. I mean, doesn't cost nothing to just hit the button, does it? I mean, you don't have to have notifications. It helps me out, but that's your choice, you folks. I've still noticed that the unsubscribed watchers are higher than the actual subscribed watchers, but that's life, innit? But anyway, I'm glad you enjoyed it. This week, as you must have already read in the title, it's this was donated by two people actually, and it was Jeff Ford. He's the one that saved me on the first one, because Ian Hulley sent me one, and it had the it was virtually complete, really. One of the top rockets was broke on it, but the back door was missing on it. That was the main thing, and you can't buy back doors from them. I couldn't find one. Anyway, Jeff Ford sent one, and it didn't have any wheels, any of the wheel bits, but it had the back door and it had the rocket things on the top, and it's the Lunar Bug. It called the 806 Lunar Bug, as you've read in the title. So this is a good one out of, made a good one out of two rough ones. So what I've done, I've used the rocket from the one that Jeff sent and the back door to put onto the one that Ian Hulley sent with the wheels on it, which had a broken rocket and no back door, and I made a good one out of both of them. And take a look, it looks pretty good. It came out pretty good in the end. So that's it for now, folks. I'm going to bugger off now. I'm going to have a little fiddle around here with a few bits and pieces. I've got to sort a few things out here in a minute. It's pretty cold out there today. It's not very nice weather. So not a lot more I can say really, but bye bye for now, and I'll see you be a couple of weeks time, I expect, with another video. So till then, cheers for now. Bye bye. See ya. Okay, folks. This is what we got. This one here was sent in by Ian Hulley a long time ago with a lot of other stuff he sent me. He's been very good to me, and I haven't been able to touch this one because I haven't had no bits for it, but I've got the back door missing, obviously, but the wheels and everything, and that's broke as well. But since then, another great guy has sent in another one, and it's got the top pieces. Jeff Ford sent this one in, the top pieces are in good condition, and all that's missing on this one, it's got the door lock, is the actual wheels. So now I can make a good one out of the both. And this one doesn't look in bad condition really. The paint ain't too bad on it. But I will, you know, obviously will do it. But I'm debating whether to just not strip this one and just rough this up. Just to take a bit of paint again and just go over the top of this one, because if you've got a pretty good paint job, you don't always have to, you know, as long as you can rough it up so it'll take a new coat of paint. I've done that before, because as you see, look, I mean, the condition of this one isn't too bad at all. But we've got to open it. I've already opened this one. There's only four drill holes. The actual wings have fell out. I've got them over there in a pot. But it only got these four here, look, and it just lifts off like that. It just comes off. You've got to be careful drilling them off, because what I'm going to have to do, I think, with this one is use the old epoxy resin to stick this back together. Put a bit of glue on there, super glue to hold it on, and then finish it off with epoxy resin, because it's so, you know, the posts are so thin, a very narrow post to drill into, and you'll only end up balls them right up. So anyway, the wheels just come out like that quite easily, not like the Jump 90. Corgi done it a lot easier. And then all this just lifts out then, you know what I mean? Just got that piece that comes out like that. And then the glass just comes out like that. And, well, that's about it. That there, that there comes out. It's the glass as well. That all comes out quite easily. Now these top pieces, this is the bits I haven't worked out yet. I take it they slide forward, like. That's easy enough. They just slide forward slightly like that. Just push forward like that, and then they lift out. Like they only go underneath them two grooves. So it doesn't matter which one you put them back in. But I mean, only one of them's any good anyway. That one might as well go in the bin. This one here is the only one that's any good, so that could keep for a spare if anything else crops up. But I've already scraped one of these stickers off on the other side, because I wanted to make some decals to put on it. I'm not putting stickers back on. As you know, I'm the decal man. I like to use decals where I can, because it comes out better quality, I think. So I've got to get this one apart. I'll show you how it comes apart. So I'll get this one took apart, and we can get on with roughing this one up, and you know, making a good one out the two out of it. And that wheel's gonna have to go in the bin because that's knackered. The tyre's alright. Can keep the tyre. But the rest of it can go in the bloody bin. If I can get the tyre off. Cool, blimey, they're hard to get off, but there's no rush to get that off. So anyway, I'll get on and drill this one out. I could actually drill it out on camera, can I? Have I got a small enough drill handy? Yeah, I think I have. I'll get me a drill in there. Oh, be alright if me drill was done up tight enough instead of spinning. You only want to go a little bit, because we don't want to go and we don't want to lose all the posts, if you know what I mean. You want something to stick it back on with. Just go right there to get the old shrapnel out of the way. See, I might be able to push this off of there if I can get that thin enough. I should be able to prise it off. I've already put like a little hole in the middle of the rivet so I don't slip with the drill. I'm trying out a new camera angle, folks, as you notice. Somebody said the best way to do it is to have the camera from the top, and I didn't really have anything to fix it to the top, but I managed to rig it up. So hopefully this is a bit better for you folks to see what I'm doing. I've been trying loads of different things to try and get it to work right. This bloody new camera I got. I mean, when I had the iPhone, when I was doing videos with the iPhone, I did for a while have the camera up like I've got this. But the trouble is with that one, I had to have like a mirror behind it, and so I could see what I was filming. But as you know, with this one, the actual screen flips down, so you can see what you're filming. So I shouldn't sort of go out of shot. But there, now that should, by rights, that should prise off now. Now that one's loose. I think it's only the front ones that's not so loose. So I'll get the old screwdriver in there. Maybe I need to go a bit more on that one, I don't know. See, when I've got this off, I can always just... Yeah, I think I'm going to have to give that another little quick burst, because you don't want to let go. One on there for luck. Well, the doors come out, so something's given. Oh, my bloody drill won't hang up now. Hang up there. The door's gone onto the magnetic floor as usual. Right, let's see if we can get this up now. Ah, he's moved now, look. He's coming away now. There he goes. So that's all we've got to do with that. Come away, you little bugger. Yeah, the old Corgi Lunar bug. I don't know if this is a film related thing or what, or whether it's just like a space age thing at the time. Look how clean that is, and that's pretty good looking in there, pretty clean looking. Look at the paint in there. I wish it was like that outside. I didn't far off it, but I think that's just a rough up on that and a respray over, because that ain't too bad. It just wants livening up. There's a waste of time trying to strip all this, because there's pretty good, you know, it's a good base coat for anything to go on top anyway. And paint is pretty sticky, so I can't see any problems going over it. I have done it with Batmobiles in the past. If the paint's been really good, or not, you know, just got the odd few nicks, I've rubbed them out, and there, that's all. That is shot. That can go in the bin. So can that. When I take the tyre off, I won't chuck the tyre away. That's how the wings go in. You just pull them out and they open like that. They just pull out. I don't know why it's got wings. I mean, you're not going to exactly fly on the moon, are you? Well, you would do. I suppose there's no gravity, but I don't know what the idea of wings is on this thing. It's just another little accessory, I suppose. Keep the kids happy so they can fly it around the room. But that's all that goes back to go like that. That's pretty clean, that. Just needs a wipe off, really. It doesn't even need any soap and water on this. It's just a bit dusty. It's totally clean, that. It's in really good condition, this one. It's a pity the wheels went on it, really, because it would have been a really good model if you didn't have to take it apart. But there, we can, I'll keep that like that so I remember how it goes back, but I'm pretty sure it'll only go in one way anyway. Right, the old glass as usual. Take that out, be very careful, because you got that piece on the back which holds the door. I think that has got to be sort of, I'm going to have to melt that slightly, because it's going to have to be pushed down. I'm going to just warm it up a little bit so it's pushing down a bit to hold the door when the door shuts, because the door clips in behind there when it shuts. When the door comes up like that, if I can pick the door up from the floor here, from the magnetic floor without banging the camera on my head. When the door shuts, look. Yeah, I think it's that way round. It clips under that, and that's what holds it tight. But that is going to come down slightly so I can make it clip in a bit more stronger, if you know what I mean. That's all got to be cleaned. Glass. I'll move all these other bits out of the way, what I don't need from the other one. We can see what we're doing, because we don't need any of these bits. There's the wheels, we'll need them from the other one, but all the rest of it can go to one side. Right, and the glass, look at the condition of that glass, look. I mean, that is almost like new. This is the one that Mr. Ford sent in, and it's bloody good condition, apart from the wheels. It's a bit gutting, really. And then they slide forward as it did with the other one. Push it from the back, and they just pop out like that. See, push it, and they pop out there. That's quite easy to do. There's the stickers. Stickers even look good, but we're not going to save them. I might probably have to strip it actually, because time I get the stickers off, there's going to be all gungy stuff on it and what have you. Unless I can actually get them off without, you know, causing too much of a mess underneath. If I can do that, I won't strip it. But if I can't, then, you know, it seems a shame to strip it really. But there you go. It's still have to be washed anyway, because all the dust and the crap in there. That. So anyway, let's I'll get on and do that, and I'll be back with the next clip as soon as I can when I've got it ready to be all resprayed up again. But until then, there you go. That's how you take a Corgi Lunar bug apart. Not too complicated at all. Okay, right. I've actually primed them bits now. The body and the base. I've rubbed them down a bit. I haven't used the old caustic on it. Like I said, I was going to rough it up. And what I used, a bit of sandpaper. I got the stickers off, and then I've been over it with one of these Scotch-Brite things, whatever they're called. So that's roughed the paint up and took the donuts out. And I got the lighting wrong here. So let's put my light on a minute. That's better. Now you can see what I'm doing. And I've, you know, just give it an undercoat. So what we're going to do with this now is going to a bit of soap. This is only washing up liquid in water, you know, normal washing up liquid with water. And we're going to give the old screen just a quick wash, just get any old crap off of it. And then what I'm going to do then is just give it a polish up with some auto sew, only lightly. Then again, I don't think I need to do that even. The screen is pretty good. I'm not going to dip this even. It doesn't need dipping even, not in the stuff, in the old pledge. I mean, if you look at that now, all I've done is washed it with washing up liquid. Look at that. Look how clear that is. That's beautiful. Nothing wrong with that. Do the same with the old, what do you call it, the big screen. We'll give that a good clean with the rag. Give it a good wash over. Now, as I said with this one, I'm gonna have to bend that down a bit, so I'm gonna have to slightly warm that up a bit. So what I use for that sort of business, I usually use a lighter or something like that, just to give it. It's a bit dangerous, I suppose, if you think about it. You got to watch you don't melt the bloody thing, but you only want it to move slightly. So I always either that or a soldering iron. You know, you can use a soldering iron. The heat coming off of that. That's another way of doing it. Now, I've just washed that. That doesn't even need dipping. Well, you're not going to see that top or that bit or that. You're only going to see the side pieces here, and that's the bits we've got to concentrate on. Give them a good clean up. Nothing wrong with that, folks. Look at the shine on that. It's like brand new. These here, I might have to touch in, well, I don't know if I ever know until I've given it a bit of a little bit of a scrub. I might not even have to do anything for these, because they do look in pretty good condition. So give them a scrub over. Put it on the rag. And the other one. Faithful toothbrush. No, it's not me missus's toothbrush. Not like another restorer keeps saying, comes from the other side of the underneath. Keep saying this is Mrs.'s toothbrush. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not doing that. It's not my Mrs. toothbrush. It's just an old toothbrush. Give them a good clean up like that. And as you can see that, they're actually okay. They don't need any re-chroming or no bits on them. They've survived very well, I think. For the age of this thing, it must be, I suppose it's 70s, isn't it? Or I don't know. If anybody can let me know in the comments, I suppose. You know, it's a bit of information. I'm not really bothered, but it's not one of the old 60s ones. It's quite a quick restoration today, folks, actually, with this one. So there's not much really got to be done to it there. Look how clear that is. Very nice. And then we'll do the same with this one. I suppose this is boring you lot to tears now, watching me do this. I took note from David Watson. He sent me an email. As you can see, Mr. Watson, David, I put the camera above my head. I found an old a thing I can use to do it, and I've modified it slightly and put it above my head. So I hope this is a lot better than what it was, the old camera views. The email actually came when I already had it done, because I was thinking about it yesterday actually, before I started this video. Right, give the old wheels give that a clean up. Yeah, before I started this video I was thinking about it overnight, and I thought, well, I've got to somehow get this, you know, get this camera angle sorted out, because I wasn't really happy with it, how it was. But it is a lot better actually like this. It's given me a bit more space to work. And what I've done with the light, I've got a light over here, and you can see it shining on my hand there now. That what I've done with that, I've actually put that on the camera stand, what I was using before in the previous video on the camera. So I've had a bit of a move around, you might say. So all you got to do with these, folks, is give them a good clean up, because there is a bit of grime in there. And I'll polish this here with the old Dremel. I'll do that off camera, because that's a bit monotonous like this here is. But anyway, that's all you got to do, get all the old shit out, and that's about it really. So I'll get these cleaned up, polished up, and then I'll bring back the actual model and let you see how it's come out with the old primer on, because it's took the primer pretty good. I'm just going to say, guys, anytime you've got to do one of these, hang on if I can get the old focus working properly. Anytime you've got to do one of these and you want to get one of these wheels off, if you look there, that there is a rivet, or it's like some kind of rivet head. You're going to have to drill that out. Well, I've just pinched the sides of it, and then once you've actually done it, it should come off. But I've actually pinched the sides of it. So if I get that to come off now, if I can, easier said than done. Don't want to come off now. It never happens right when you're filming something, does it? Ah, it's come off there, that. If you see there, it's a rivet. Well, it's not a rivet, it's probably been in the factory, it's been like come out and they've riveted it down over the wheel. But you can drill that out and put a rivet in there to hold the new wheel back on, if you ever got to put new wheels of these on anytime. Just thought I'd show you that in case you get stuck anytime and you don't know how to get these wheels off. But that's how they come off, you see. So there you go. Okay everyone, as you can see, I didn't strip it. This is just a quick restoration. It's just a general tidy up really. Like I said, the paint wasn't really badly chipped or anything like that. Just needed roughing up and going over the top really. So I've done all that and I've given it an undercoat. As you can see, that all over, it's looking pretty good. I've done the other pieces as well. Next stage will be spraying the white. So I'm going to put the white on first, and then I'll put the what do you call it, the red on the top afterwards once it's masked over. So I shall do that right now. Okay, here we go. Let's give this some paint. Nice, got a nice white gloss here. Put some of this on. Like I say, if you do get a model that is, you know, pretty good on the paint, it's just got the odd few little marks on it, and you just want to spruce it up. I mean, this is what I've done before. I've actually done it, like I said earlier, with a Batmobile, and I just roughed up the actual gloss. You know, I made it all, doled it all down, if you know what I mean. Like, you roughed it up so it had a bit of a key for the paint. It's an easy way of doing it, really, I suppose you could say, but I didn't really want to make too much fuss with this one because it wasn't in too bad condition, actually, the bodywork and the paint that was on it. So I just went this route to do it, really. But you know, it'll come out all right. I've done it before, and I know it's going to come out all right because I have done this before. You've got to try these things. And there, look at that! What a lovely little shine that's got. And then we got to do the bottom. As you see, I already put the primer on, like I said. And we'll get the old red on this. And this will come out just as good. I just bumped the camera there, sorry. Just knocked me camera with my bloody hand as I was trying to spray, but never mind. Back to it. And this will come out just as good. You've got the key there already, so why not? I wouldn't advise doing this on all models, just the odd one or two you can get away with it with, and this is one of them. As you see, it's going on very nice, and that Batmobile I did do is not chipped yet, so there you go. Right then guys, as you see, I am sort of bothered with the top so much, because this has got to be all masked. All that's got to be masked there, and that's got to be done red. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to, as you see, the finishing too bad at all. It's pretty good. But I'm going to mask this off and do the red next, and then we'll come back. And I've got my own mid decals here. I'm going to put them on. And then we'll seal they in with some lacquer, like I do normally, and we should be good to go. So let's get on and do that. Okay, everyone. I've as you can see, I've got carried away again, and I've actually put the decals on what I made. I actually got these. I got these from a picture on Google, but there was some copyright writing all over them, but I put it in the old photo suite and managed to get rid of the old crappy old writing that was over them and colour in the bits that needed doing, and I've sharpened them up a bit as well. I had a bit of a cock up with this one, it bloody snapped on me, but it ain't too bad. You can just about see there's a bit of wear on the G, but where the G is, but it's going to be good enough for what I'm doing, I think. I don't know what program this is meant to come out. I think this is just a made-up thing from Corgi, to tell you the truth. Trying to copy the old Joe 90 car, I think. So I've never ever, seen this on any sort of TV show or anything like that. I think it's just, like I say, a made-up thing, just to copy Corgi or Dinky with their Joe 90, because it looks very similar in the ways it's got wings and everything like that. But anyway, we can put this together now. So first of all, we're going to put these little rockets back in. Now they clip under there. You push them in so far. I don't know if they go a certain side. Oh yeah, they do. And then you clip them down, And they just push in like that, really. That's about it. Just push up to the old thing there, and that's it. That's that one done. And then you get the other one, line it up with the thing, and then that one just pushes in like that as well. Make sure it's right up to the actual thing there. Yeah, that's about it. And that's about it there, look, see? Then we get this. I don't know if I've got it. I haven't tried bending this yet. It might be alright, I don't know. So I can still do it when it's in there anyway, so I ain't gonna worry. But just plop your glass in like that. And then we'll stick that piece in. But it might actually be alright, I don't know. If it in, I can always sort of heat this up slightly, heat that slightly up with a, you know, a soldering iron, and then just gradually sort of wedge it down or stick something in there to hold it down while I heat it up. It might be easier to do it that way actually. So that just slots in like that. It's pretty straightforward, this one actually. The old door just, I think, yeah, I think it goes that way round. It clips in, or does it? I'm not sure which way this goes around now. Yeah, that looks about right. It just hangs in there like that, I think. Tell you the truth, folks, I ain't bloody sure. Perhaps it goes the other way, I don't know. Yeah, I think it goes that way. I can't get it to... Ah, there we go. Yeah, it goes that way because it shuts a bit further up that way, see? It shuts in a bit better that way round. Yeah, that goes on the outside part there. Then you've got the door inside, look. Yeah, that's it. Then we've got our wing pieces. So this could be... Oh no, it's going to be pretty easy actually. It just drops on there. Like that. We've already got the wing pieces in. Make sure they're out slightly because they've got to... Is that the right way around? I'm not sure of them wing pieces. I'll soon find out. Oh, the old wheels just drop in like this. Like I say, you can just hang them. I don't want they're upside down because they actually, you know, they move anyway. So we'll just put our top piece on. Make sure the legs are lined up properly. And then it just slots together like that, I think, and that's about it. And like I said, I'm going to glue this in. I'm just doing a test run at the moment. It looks about right, folks. Can't be no better than that. And then there you have it. So all I've got to do is do these bits. I'm going to super glue these pieces on now. And I'm going to put like a little blob in there of the stuff here. If I get it, this stuff, epoxy, I'm going to put a little blob in each of one of them just to finish it off. So we'll see if this does shut properly. If I shut it up there like that. Yeah, it seems to shut alright. I don't think it needs any untoward messing around with anymore. Like I said, I might be able to bend it down slightly so it clips. But yeah, that's not too bad, folks. So there, I'll get that glued all together in a minute, and then we'll take a look at it on the old turntable and see what she looks like. Okay then guys, here we are. This is our lunar buggy, or lunar bug as it started. Quite a mess, as you can see. Got to thank again Ian Hulley and Jeff Ford for donating the 2 models that made it possible to make one out of 2 rough ones. Thank you to you both for sending these models in to make this video possible. Anyway, after we did all our bits to it, did the old respray and swapped the few parts over, well, look at the final outcome. Look for yourselves. He's back on his feet again, back on his boots, got his wings out. I think they're wings anyway, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this come from. I think this is, like I said, I think it was a copy from, I think Corgi was trying to copy Joe 90, the Joe 90 car really. You can tell it's very similar, the wheels, the wings that come out on the side, the rockets on the top, carbines, whatever you want to call them. Anyway, it's come out alright, that's the main thing. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and I shall try and get back with another one as soon as I can. But until then, it's bye bye from me. See you later. Bye bye.